I think we're back to doing a topic today, and we thought we'd talk about customer service because the other day I was in Dollar General and there was a lady in there right in front of me in line, marched her butt right up to the counter with a lot of attitude and said that her Redbox movie was not able to be returned. She tried it for half an hour before she went to work, and she tried it after she came back. She tried it like 20 times and just was not being returned, and she was not going to be charged because it wouldn't get returned. And the poor girl behind the counter was like, oh, we don't have anything to do with the Redbox. She was trying to be nice and everything. She was listening to her go through her tirade. She said, why don't you try doing it at the grocery store because they have one also? And she said, oh, I did that. Well, I wonder if she really did because she hadn't mentioned it before. Maybe she had. The girl was like, well, let me see it. She was just looking at it. I mean, I think that was just total to placate the lady because she couldn't do anything with it. Oh, she pushed like some panic button or something, I guess, because pretty soon a manager came out. She goes out to the thing, and I don't know if there's some sort of code she can punch in, or I don't know what she could do. She did a little something. As I was going out of the store, the lady was coming back in. Didn't work. Didn't work. Take it up with Redbox. Call Redbox yourself. What is so hard about that? I've definitely been in the position of feeling like someone was trying to screw me over. I do kind of get that way. Like I am very firm and whatever. Seeing it from the outside perspective, like there was nothing they could do. She was just. I've worked in retail, so there's definitely people who approach things in a better way and people who don't.
I worked in customer service. One lady in particular was mad at us for not telling her that she was close to her credit card limit. Another guy called in and was absolutely irate that he ended up having to pay the bill for his roommate. Somehow it was our responsibility. It cussed me out like crazy. He stopped to take a breath and I'm like, are you done with your whining or something like that? This is in Spanish, so it sounds different. But yeah.
Does it really?
It does.
If it was in his name, he was gonna have to pay it. If it wasn't in his name, why did he
Well,
pay it?
that was the problem. It was on his name, and his roommate just said, bye. Like, dude, do you remember when we had the situation in Costa Rica? We were trying to leave the country, and we had our flight canceled twice.
I thought it was canceled once and we missed it the second
They
time.
canceled it once. We missed it the second time because of our papers. When Maverick flew down, we didn't have to pay for him.
It was round trip ticket.
If you're under 2, then you can fly for free. The first time they canceled, it was their fault. When we were rebooking the flight, they wanted to charge us for his ticket.
It's kind of understandable on the one hand, but yeah, it wasn't our fault they canceled the flight.
I had to get really, I'm not paying for this ticket. And I felt a little embarrassed afterwards because the second time that we had to cancel our flight was sort of our fault because we had registered our kids as citizens. You need a special permission to take children out of the country.
But it's funny because it's not like we were even using their Costa Rican passports to get out.
No, but even though they were flying out with an American passport, they're still registered in the system. So it would have flagged us. So when I was rebooking the second time, the lady was like, oh yeah, I remember you. You got angry the other day. And I felt dumb, a little embarrassed, but I didn't feel bad about it.
That type of thing was something that they could choose to do something about. Anyway, so customer service stories. What are some of yours? Which side of the coin have you been on? And do you have any funny stories about it? Let us know in the comments below. Are you gonna like your hair later?
I don't know, I don't...
Can you see it? Like, have you looked at it?
I don't normally look like my hair. I need you to take more off the back.
Oh, now you agree with me. Okay.
I do.
Anyway.
Well, I saw it, so... I demand a refund! There was one guy that was pushing on the TV screen. It took me like 45 minutes to try to help him. Finally I realized this guy was actually pushing on his TV screen.
That was like before probably touchscreen TVs.
Uh-huh. He was ahead of his time, I guess.